Today, we will learn the main causes of water pollution. So let's get started. Kids, water pollution is a contamination of water bodies like lakes, rivers, streams, oceans, and even the underground water. And this pollution makes the water in water bodies unsafe for use. About 11% of people of the earth don't have access to safe drinking water. Now we will learn what are the main causes of water pollution. Most factories, industries, manufacturing units release a lot of waste directly into the nearby water bodies and pollutes it. Even the smoke released by chimneys of factories too reaches the water along with polluted rain, and so pollutes water. Each year, the world generates about perhaps 5 to 10 billion tons of industrial waste, and much of which is pumped, untreated, into rivers, oceans, and other waterways. And it is the main reason behind the water pollution. Next is the sewage. Our Earth has billions of people living on it, and all are generating waste every day. And managing this waste is a very big problem for all of us. And out of that, sewage waste is most difficult to manage. Sewage waste contaminates the water, and most of the countries directly releases all its sewage waste into the water bodies. And water contamination due to sewage waste leads to diseases like diarrhea and cholera. And according to WHO, that is World Health Organization, water-related diseases can kill 135 million people by 2020. In case of developed countries, we have modern toilets that flush away the sewage waste to distant places and does not contaminate water sources near our house or our environment. But in case of undeveloped countries, a big percentage of people don't have access to modern flush toilets, and their sewage waste pollutes their environment and water sources, which leads to diseases like diarrhea and cholera. But that's not all. Even in the case of modern countries, where there are modern flush toilets, sewage is disposed at some distant place, like it can be pumped into the sea or river. So, it's too polluting the big water bodies. Sewage waste is pumped into the sea through big pipes, untreated, which contaminates the oceans and seas. Around half of all ocean pollution is caused by sewage and the wastewater. Next, it is household waste. Every person on this earth adds some pollutants to water, as utensils, clothes, and sheets are washed in every house using some kind of detergent and soap. People bathe using soaps and shampoos. All these soaps, detergents, and shampoos mix up in clean water and changes the clean water into dirty water. That ultimately reaches some water bodies through long pipes and contaminates the water. Highway runoffs. Highways are made up with a lot of toxic chemicals, and there is spilled fuel, brake fuels, and other wastes and dust from the tires. All the waste and chemicals from the highway are washed away to the land next to roads or water bodies and contaminate them. It has been estimated that in 1 year, the highway runoff from a single large city leaks as much oil into our environment as a typical tanker spill. Pollution from heavy metals and chemicals. Another kind of toxic pollution comes from heavy metals, such as lead, cadmium, and mercury. Lead was once commonly used in gasoline, though its use is now restricted in some countries. Mercury and cadmium are still used in batteries. Main sources of heavy metal pollution are mining, chromium, salt manufacturing, leather tanning, lead acid batteries, e-waste, paints, fuel combustion, and thermal power plants. The best known example of heavy metal pollution in the oceans took place in 1938 when a Japanese factory discharged a significant amount of mercury metal into Minamata Bay, and that led to the death of so many fishes. Next is oil pollution. Our ocean and seas are a big victim of oil pollution, as a lot of oil is released into seas and oceans due to human activities, like oil spills from huge oil tanks and ships. Oil spills is a major problem because a huge quantity of oil is spilled at one location and is catastrophic for the marine life. That is, many species of fish, birds, turtles, and sea mammals. Oil pollution is not only a result of oil spills, but a lot of oil in seawaters comes from routine shipping. Oil that we use in our homes reaches seawater through waste water drains. Another source of water pollution is farming. Yes, farming. In the process of farming too, so many chemicals are used, like pesticides are used to kill pests, insecticides for killing insects, weedicides are there to kill the unwanted plants, fertilizers are there to make the soil more fertile. All these things contain chemicals that ultimately reaches the groundwater and pollute it, and also some is washed away by the rain and reaches water bodies, and thus pollutes the water. One more source of pollution is plastic. Plastic is one of the most common materials used these days. Almost everywhere we see plastic things. And the worst fact is that plastic is non-biodegradable. That is, plastic does not break down or decompose easily as the other type of waste, so it's called non-biodegradable waste. And even when plastic breaks down, it releases toxic chemicals, so plastic waste survives for a very long time. Example, plastic bottles, bottle caps, or any plastic waste can survive for more than 400 years. In oceans or seas, the plastic waste like bottles, caps, keeps on traveling long distances and survives for hundreds of years. And their side effect is that if marine animals swallow plastic, it chokes them and they die. So kids, we learned some of the major causes of water pollution, but there are many more reasons than these. Now you may go ahead and take a quiz to learn more. Bye-bye!
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. And if you want to see more fun videos, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more content. Bye-bye!
Hi friends, how are you both?
Hi Kumaran and Pavitra, I'm fine. How about you guys?
Hi Arion, I'm doing great. So, how's the study life there in different states, which are also far from our home?
Here in Johor, I will describe it as such a busy city. To be honest, I have to say that sometimes I'm stuck in traffic on my way to campus.
That's a pity for you. I'm here in Telangana. The only problem for me is food. Yes, it's really hard for me to get a good food that satisfy my cravings. Also, it's hard to see any restaurant nearby my campus. So I had to go with my campus cafe food all days. How your studies life at Sabah, Pavi?
Thanks for asking. First, I'm so happy and grateful that I get to come here to further my studies. Yet still I need time to adapt to their culture for sure. Yes, sometimes I'm facing a water crisis, which made me to buy more mineral waters to stock for me to drink daily.
That is sad to hear, Bobby. Even so, the three top environmental issues that we are facing are deforestation, air pollution, and water pollution. I hope all this will come to an end soon.
Yeah, by the way, do you guys know that in 2015 the United Nations member states accepted the Sustainable Development Goals, which as SDGs, also known as the Global Goals, as a global call to action to protect the environment?
Yes, I heard about it also. Most importantly, by 2020, the world will have agreed on several targets which aim to make our environment safer, which means we have to achieve all the sustainable development goals by the year 2030 or just in 6 years.
However, in 2012, Doctor Abdul Latif, who is director of UKM Global, the International Relations Centre of University Kebangsaan Malaysia, concluded that despite a high understanding of the environmental problems of the country, the youth either felt they could have no impact on individual level or were not bothered enough about the issues to participate.
Yes, and this why sometimes we are facing problems such as the water crisis, as Pavi said just now in Sabah. The water crisis is because of the water pollution that is happening to the oceans, lakes, sea, and rivers. What do you guys think the main problem or source of the problem that contribute to the water pollution?
I totally agree with you. Guys, what is actually water pollution? According to the World Health Organization, which is more known as WHO, it is toxic water that cannot be drunk or used for essential purpose in our daily life for like agriculture and which also causes disease like cholera, dysentery, typhoid and poliomyelitis that kill more than 500,000 people worldwide every year. That's really sad.
Yeah, exactly. That's really sad to hear. The main water pollutants included bacteria, viruses, parasites, fertilizers, pesticides, pharmaceutical products, nitrates, and phosphates. What else?
Yeah, I know. Plastics, chemical waste, and even radioactive substances. The substances do not always change the color of the water, meaning that they are often invisible pollution. That's why small amount of the water and aquatic organism that are tested to the determine water quality.
Oh, that's really interesting, yeah. What do you guys think that the main cause for water pollution, especially in Malaysia? If you ask me, I would say that industrial waste is one of the main cause of this waste discharge from factories or industries facilities and introduce pollutant into water bodies or water surface through point sources such as pipe or channel which is connected through the agriculture or the company itself. I think this is where those rivers or lakes nearby the industry areas are getting polluted.
Yes, that's true, Bobby. Another main source of water pollution is sewage. Improperly treated sewage and wastewater contribute significantly to water pollution.
We see which water is so treat them properly and maintain their sustainability. How do you think this could be the reason for the water pollution?
Right, but let's say some of the industries don't treat the sewage water properly. Instead, they throw this polluted water into the river or lakes. nearby their industry. This is what causes the water pollution to get into worse state.
Oh, I see. From my point of view, I will say that marine dumping is also one of the causes of water pollution, especially in the seas or oceans. Disposal of direct materials, industrial waste, and other trash into the seas can contaminate the water with toxins such as heavy metals, hydrocarbons, and pesticides. It can also destroy or regulate habits for aquatic species and cause coastal erosion and salutation.
Yes, exactly. This marine dumping affects the health and productivity of the marine environment as well. Other than marine dumping, large oil spills and leaks are some of the most significant cause of water pollution. This is caused by the oil drilling operation that happening in the middle of the ocean. Oil makes drinking water unsafe, and if a substantial amount of oil is released into the ocean or become the ocean water pollution, this will destroy the marine life and the ecosystem that support it. So, what do you guys think about it?
Yeah, and moreover, this oil spill on the sea or ocean surface can reduce the oxygen supply within the water environment, and this will lead to the death or even extinction of marine life.
Do you know that our agriculture system also tend to ruin our water?
But how is that possible?
To protect crops from pests, farmers use pesticides, and however, when these substances seep into the groundwater, they can harm animal, plant, and humans. Additionally, when it rains, the chemical mix with the rainwater, which flow into the waterways and create further pollution. Do you see where it is polluting the water?
Oh, yes, that's such a long and unstoppable process for agriculture. But yeah, it contains long-term effect on the water.
Do you guys want to hear about another long-term process that really damages the water badly? It is a radioactive substance. Radioactive waste can persist in the environment for thousands of years, making disposal a major challenge and one of the most harmful water contaminants. Radioactive waste released from facilities that create nuclear energy can be extremely harmful to the environment and must be disposed of properly. Uranium, the element used in the creation of nuclear energy, is a highly toxic chemical. Accidents occur at these facilities from time to time, and toxic waste is released into the environment.
As a Malaysian, we can't leave this matter just like this.
Yeah, true also, but don't worry, when there is a problem, there must be a solution too. Just like that, even though it's not a big change from us, but we can take a few steps forward, maybe as a stepping stone.
Yes, there are more ways that we can follow to reduce this water pollution, especially in our daily life.
As you said, we can raise public awareness and education, raising awareness about the importance of the water conservation, pollution prevention, and responsible water usage in a crucial in fostering a sense of environmental responsibilities among individuals and communities.
Yes, I'm totally agreeing with you. This can be done in many education institutions or also at selected industries where this education might be much needed. For example, the industry which are releasing more waste into the water, especially.
Yeah, can make them more alert about environmental issue around them.
Other than this, these modern industries can improve sewage treatment. Investing in modern wastewater treatment facilities and infrastructures can effectively treat and purify sewage before it is released back into the environment, so that it won't cause any damage to the environment nor marine life.
I agree. Also, our government should enhance rules and regulations. Government should enforce stricter regulation on industrial and agriculture practices, ensuring the waste is properly managed and reducing the release of pollutant into water bodies or surface. Not to say it will be better, but if there is no waste relief into the water surface, it will save many lives.
Yes, I hope it can happen. Also, our agriculture industry should promote sustainable farming practice such as organic farming and precision irrigation. This can reduce the use of harmful chemicals such as the pesticides which mix with the rainwater and damage the water.
Okay guys, other than this, we also can overcome this problem by using the minimum amount of laundry detergent. Laundry detergent and other cleaning products contain chemicals like phosphates that are harmful to our waters and marine life. Phosphates lead to algal blooms and kill fish and other aquatic animals by reducing the oxygen in the water. Soaps and detergents can also break up oil and send it lower into the water column, causing damage to more marine organisms.
So you are saying that by cutting down on detergent or using phosphate-free detergent, we can further cut down on water pollution from our own home. Actually, there are plenty of effective natural laundry detergent that I heard about that we can substitute for chemical-intensive detergent in our home. It's such an alternative selection.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I can say that another practice that we can follow in our home is by not pouring fat and grease from fruit exactly down to the drain. Most of the dishes we cook leave some sort of fat, oil, or grease residue behind. This substance should never be disposed of down the drain in our kitchen. When poured down to the drain, it will clog and even backing up into your yard and basement. It can also lead to water pollution by carrying contaminants to local bodies of water, as we all know. Instead, we can use this food grease, fat, and used cooking oil should be disposed in a proper way. Maybe we can keep in a glass of jar for disposal purpose.
We also can use this to make organic fertilizer to our garden, which is far more encouraging to organic gardening.
Wow, such a great idea. So from this, we can learn that a small change from us can lead towards a big change in the water pollution statistics. Remember, small actions collectively make a big difference in safeguarding our water resources.
That's true. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with my pending assignments over here. That's really nice to have a great talk with you all.
Okay, guys, see you guys during our semester break.
Yeah, I have some stuff to do also. Sure, let's meet up during our semester break.
Till that, signing off. Bye for now. Take care, everyone.
Take care,
Take care,
bye.
guys. Bye.